be careful whenever you're watching or reading anything that's like a horror story, or like watching a true crime, or reading like a book, whether it's real or false, anything that's like a horrible situation that you wouldn't want to wish upon anyone, or you wouldn't want it to happen. Be careful when you're watching them, thinking about them, or reading them, because if you have the thought in your head and imagine it happening, or you're even just like reading it and the thought goes in your head as you're reading it, watching it, whatever, then that thought is created already, and that goes out as an energy, as a thought form, and it manifests somehow, somewhere in the cosmos. And it might not automatically manifest as the actual event happening, although if you really thought about it, if you really had a load of emotion behind it, and you really like kind of created that energy within you, it's possible that it could trigger something to try and happen like that. But even just having that thought, having that energy, when it goes out into the cosmos, it might then like plant a thought in someone's head to do something like that, or somehow it has to manifest in some way. And so if you do watch these types of things or read these types of things and you've had those thoughts, then make sure you cancel them and delete them. You just say, I instantly delete all negative energy and spells I've cast into the cosmos. So you literally just do that and cancel it, because if you have the thought, it creates the energy, and then that energy goes out into the cosmos. And just to explain kind of how this also works, let's say, for example, you've parked your car somewhere, yeah, and you're like concerned, oh no, I hope someone doesn't rob my car, and you're in like a whole car park with loads of different cars, and you're thinking, oh no, and you're panicking, and you're putting this thought of, oh no, imagining, oh, what if someone robs my car? You've cast that thought into the cosmos, and you've also put that energy on the car. So that car now has got this energy of it being robbed. And so when someone's walking through that car park, if they were looking to rob the car, they're more likely to rob your car with that energy on it, because subconsciously they're reading this energy of, this is like a car that's like worth robbing, or it's got some kind of energy on that's the thought of robbing the car. And even if someone wasn't going to rob the car, because they've walked past that energy and sensed this energy of the car being robbed, it could put that thought in their head of them thinking, oh, should have robbed this car. And so it's also the same with like, I don't know, and I'm not saying that this is always what happens anytime this situation happens, yeah, but say if you're walking down the street and you're like, say if you're like a woman and you've got a guy walking behind you and he's quite far away but he is walking behind you or whatever, and you'll kind of like have this negative thought or this fear of, oh no, what if he attacks me or tries to steal my handbag or something like that. And I'm not saying, if this has ever happened to you, I'm not saying that you caused it, and I'm not saying that this is what happens every time, but what I am saying is to become aware of your thoughts. This is what can happen. So if you're walking in front of them and like you have this thought, oh no, he's going to try and rob my handbag or something, he's going to attack me, yeah, you have that thought, you've put that thought out there, and that thought can go to that guy, and he might be a normal guy, would never do anything like that, and he has this intrusive thought come into his mind of attacking you and taking your handbag, and he might even think, what the F was that? Like that is a strange thought, like why would I even think about that? No, no, no. Or if it was the wrong type of person, he might take the opportunity and that thought goes into the head. But what I'm saying is, because you had that thought has created an energy and gone out into the cosmos and gone to the person, say, who was like walking behind you, and then they either have gone, what the hell was that thought? There's no way I would do that. What a weird, intrusive thought. Or it could plant the seed for them to actually do something like that. So it's, being aware is important. If you are in a situation like that, it's good to be like on your toes. Just make sure that like you're always safe, but don't be having negative thoughts and visualizing or fearing or thinking about a situation that hasn't happened yet, and don't be putting it out there like it will happen. Be safe and like look after yourself, but just really be aware of the power of your thoughts and your mind and your energy and how it works. Yeah, you can be aware. You can think, all right, okay, someone's walking behind me, I'll just like make sure that I'm safe, I make sure I've got like my alarm on me, whatever it is. But you don't need to have the fear energy, because it's when you have the emotional energy behind it that it starts to create something more. And just, if you do have the negative thought, just cancel and delete it. But more so, just be aware, be safe, and then just say in your head, oh, you know, it's going to be a safe person behind me, I'm always divinely protected, and just do that. But more than anything, I just wanted to explain and share the power of the thought, and how whatever you're watching, thinking about, reading, anything, it's creating within your mind, and then it goes out into the cosmos as an energy. And that's the purpose of this video, is just to be aware of your thoughts, aware of the emotions or the energy behind them, and to just make sure that you're always cancelling anything negative and trying to create the positive, and obviously staying safe and aware at the same time. And I just wanted to add to that video, I'm just here about to edit it and upload it, and I thought there's something else I need to add. So if you are the guy in that situation and you're walking behind the woman and you're thinking, oh no, I hope she doesn't think I'm going to attack her or anything, then you're putting that thought out there. So she might have been dead chilled out, like not concerned, but because you put that thought out there, that thought goes to her about her getting attacked by you, because you had this fear of, oh no, I hope she doesn't think that. But because you focused on her thinking that, you could then send that energy to her to have that thought of, oh no, and she thinks that. And then she starts thinking, why do I feel like weird? Why do I have these negative thoughts? What if like he does attack me? And it's because you've created it. So on the side of being the guy in that situation, if you get this like energy or these thoughts, oh, I hope she doesn't feel uncomfortable around me, you then cancel and delete that, and cancel and delete that energy, and you say, she feels safe, I feel safe, whoever it is, I say he and she, but whoever, whether it's a guy in front of you or a girl in front of you or whatever, whoever it is, just like if everyone's focusing on, I am safe, I am protected, they feel safe, they feel protected, we are safe and protected together, we look after each other, and that's like kind of the situation, then it just helps get rid of any fear, which is false evidence appearing real. Obviously things happen, so like I say, it's important to be aware, and like I like to just be always aware of my surroundings and stuff, but there's a difference between being aware and being prepared than actually being in fear and living in a fear-like state. You can be confident and secure and feel comfortable and still be aware and still be sensible. But if you are like doing stupid things, putting yourself in stupid situations, or not doing stupid things, but living in a constant state of fear and creating that fear energy, that energy is just not good for the cosmos. So it's being intelligent, being sensible, being aware, but not allowing the fear energy. The fear energy kind of like complicates and confuses things. If we all stop with that energy, then what's left is the real energy and the reality of the situation, which then you can pick up and you can decide, does it feel uncomfortable? Does it feel weird? Should I be more wary about this person or not? And you can feel the truth of the energy rather than everyone's fears and over paranoia and overthinking.